It's the most closely followed criminal case in Rwanda in years. In early September, police in Kigali discovered 12 bodies buried in the kitchen of Denis Kazungu. He's suspected of killing at least 14 people in total. Pre-trial proceedings began this week. As the investigation continues, Kazungu's already pleaded guilty and the court's ordered that he be detained for 30 days. Our Clement Di Roma brings us more from the Rwandan capital.
At his initial pre-trial hearing, Denis Kazungu admitted guilt. This 34-year-old Rwandan stands accused of killing over 12 individuals. He's facing 10 charges, including murder, rape and torture. Most of the victims were sex workers he met in bars and lured back to his home in a Kigali suburb. The suspect's request for the trial not to be open to the public was rejected, and many journalists attended the high-profile proceedings. Families of the victims were also in court, including the uncle of a 27-year-old woman who disappeared last June.
Our hope is that justice is publicly served so that it prevents him from having any opportunity to commit more crimes. We also urge the authorities to persist in their investigations wherever he has been, as there's a possibility that we're not the only ones who have been victims. It's likely other families have also suffered harm at his hands.
None of the bodies found buried in Kazungu's home have been returned to their families yet, and many of the victims' relatives says that their pain has been exacerbated by the fact that Kazungu was arrested but then released back in July. One of the victims who managed to escape had accused him of rape, but had been freed by authorities due to lack of evidence. So far, Kazungu has only spoken before judges to confirm that he killed his victims, but claims, without further explanation, that he did so because they had infected him with HIV.